And welcome back to the broadcast. Well, we're through 3. And the Rough Riders have a commanding lead, 55-26. And Isaiah Champ, is no surprise, having himself a big night. Most of them in the paint. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 22 points unofficially for Champ. 12 points for Hoke. Tyler Henry with 2, Dunning with 2, Allbaugh with 3 for the Rough Riders. John Vollmer having a good night. 12 points for him, 8 points for Ken Dingo, and that rounds out the scoring for the Bremerton Knights. And the Knights only scored 6 points in that third quarter, which did not help them cause get himself back in his basketball game. Fourth quarter underway now. Overplay by Hunter. Kandango will track down a loose ball, gives it back out on top to the freshman Brown, who bounce passes one to Pete, so he turns the favor back out on top. Kandango eyes a 3 from alongside. Off the arm angle, and Kandango hits the shot. His first 3 of the night. 55-29. Port Angeles to Long for 3. Swift. So Josiah Long gets his first 3. He gets into the scoring mix for the Rough Riders. 58-29. Kandango out on top, hounded by Long. For the Knights, a long way to go and a short time to get there, trying to get big to the Port Angeles Rough Riders, 58-29. Referee says the ball was deflected. Kyle Brown will eye a 3. Hits nothing but the bottom of the net. For Kyle Brown gets in the scoring mix for the Bremerton Knights.
He can score when he wants to. He had the record at last season until the most points in the game.
Carrying his way in is Long, and he has fouled, Jim. And it looks like he has a pure shooter mentality out there.
Well, but right now he's playing like a freshman. He's just passing to them. He's scared.
Long at the free throw line. Pete's with his second foul of the basketball game. Knights, Jim, have 5 team fouls to none by Port Angeles here in the second half.
Well, Bremerton is also kind of full court press.
Doesn't mean you have to foul. Long gets the free throw. And now we make it 60-32 after Long hits a pair of free throws for the Port Angeles Rough Riders. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network. And welcome back. That's the Thornton Gym, Kenrose Court. Speaking of Jim Fortune's off to my right. See the Knights trailing at 60-32. And I'm not sure anybody thought that the Knights could knock off the powerful Port Angeles Rough Riders, but then again, we saw what Kingston did to Bremerton on Tuesday, and those hopes seem to be dashed here by Port Angeles that they thought the Knights could knock them off and upset them. But I think at this point, Jim, what do you think? The Knights just have to learn how to play better basketball together before they start thinking about knocking teams off like North Kitsap or Port Angeles.
You got to realize that these seniors and juniors, these are the guys that have not been in 10, not been like 4-20 record over the 2-year period. So we're talking, what happens at the middle school level tends to be reflected in high school.
A long shot by Brown off the mark. Nice job by Christian to pull down the rebound. Or it was usually Lovestead. He flips one up, can't get that one to drop. Nice rebound nonetheless by Lovestead. Bounce pass in and intercepted by Lovestead. Long pass down by Lovestead. Kyle Brown pushes, he goes into the rack.
Brown seems to be playing a little more aggressive, so I think the coach has said something to him about need to be more than just a passer.
Well, we have a timeout on the floor called by the Bremerton Knights, I do believe. And it is. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on your Bremerton Basketball Broadcasting Network.
In the game for the Riders, number 1, Jason Apple. Reporting as they was down.
And we're back here, Candango. Basketball straight away, gives it up, and gets it back. On him like a wetsuit is Brian Hope. Pete's at the near baseline. Trying to penetrate that zone defense by Port Angeles. Can't do so. Flips the far side to Brown, who crouch court pass out on top to Peach. He fires one to Levstead, goes up from 13 feet and rolls one in. First 2 points for Levstead of the evening. 60-34. Here's Hunter at the free throw line, trying to post up Champ. Gets it on in the mid block, who gets it right back to near side on the baseline, hoisted up by Hope. Misses his shot. Anderson gallops out of back court, flips it above the window and hits. So Anderson scores. Nice shot. He looked pretty good doing it, Jim.
Oh, yeah, no.
Galloping in the front court, using his body to ward off the defenders and lays it up and in.
No, he's very offensive minded, having watched the JV players. So that's what he did. He took it to the basket.
60-36. Ben flex a release and rattled in the free throw. Takes a 60-37. Nice creep of that within 23. Alba has the ball jabbed away in her interest pass by Candango. Brown. Joe Anderson flips it up off the window, and he is fouled on the play. So Dallin Anderson making an impact for the Bremerton Knights here in the fourth quarter play. Alba, 5'7" junior, whistle for the foul. Just like that, 3 team fouls against Port Angeles. And Anderson will toe up the free throw line. Emphatically been dribbled it 3 times and calmly gets in the free throw. Quick 4 points for Anderson. 60-38. Anderson will leave the next free throw short. Champ will swoop in and pull down the rebound. Hand off to Alba as he comes across half court. Handled by the defense of Candango. Dickerson to Hunter. Good defense to him by Brown. Drives in and before he walked with it, he was fouled by Candango at the Bremerton Knights. Non-shooting foul. The 16th foul, however, on the Knights as David Kliga steps in for Candango to give him a breather. You talking about a small floor out there for the Bremerton Knights. I went out there right now. Hunter inside, hounded by Brown. Misses the first shot, gets his own rebound, goes up for the putback, and is fouled on the play by Brown himself. And that'll be the Knights' 17th foul. Just as it seemed like the team fouls were evening up, Jim. A couple quick fouls by the Knights have boosted them right up to 17 fouls, just to the 3 at Port Angeles. Nickerson will bend, flex, and release, and hit the free throw. Got to say, it's a lot easier keeping score and winning totals here than it is in a bleacher seat over in Kingston. That was Nickerson will hit the next free throw. 62-38. Knights in the front court. The Kliga. There's Christian. Levstead, rather, couldn't handle the pass. Here comes back on the steal, using the rim as a shield is Champ like he really needed to, and scores with that big 6'7" frame of his, making it 64-38. 3:51 to go, and Kyle Brown hits the triple for the Bremerton Knights. Couple triples for Brown. 64-41, and a foul on the other end. On the Knights, Champ will get fouled by Anderson, and Champ will shoot 2 for Port Angeles. So Ben flex and shows good touch on the free throw line for Champ. 25 points for Champ. Here's Jalen Little Raven Oliver stepping in. Nice throw going on by Little Raven Oliver. Next free throw by Champ finds nothing but the bottom of the net. 66-41. As Champ knocks down them both. Brown operates on the far side. Howard hosted the Brown for a long three. No good, but Clegg will pull down the rebound. Retreat. Gives it back out for Anderson. Misses the shot. Champ will go up high and pull down the rebound. Quick outlet pass now to Nathan Martinez, who has come in for Port Angeles. All ball will drive in. Cross over with the right hand to the left hand and score. 5 points for Alba. 68-41. 3:03 to go. Here in the fourth quarter. Mercifully for the Bremerton Knights. As I can't speak. Kyle Brown, far side. Little Raven Oliver from 10 goes 13. Anderson will track down the basketball, gives it up to Klega for 3. His front rim and right into the hands of Klega for another rebound for Klega. Alba drives in, gets a defense of Anderson. And stepped on the inline. Bremerton Knights basketball. 2.5 minutes to go. I had one of those hot dogs earlier, right before the broadcast. Pretty doggone good hot dog here.
They do a good job making this.
I was somewhere and they gave me this little teeny weeny hot dog. It's like $3. I don't mind spending $3.50 for a hot dog, but give me a hot dog. Here was a good hot dog. Are you a mustard on your hot dog, Jim, or is it ketchup on your hot dog?
Actually, right now I'm on a no sugar, no carb diet.
But, all right, I know you had a hot dog before or some of that. So was it a mustard or a hot dog or a ketchup?
Plain. I thought I was weird when I went to the hot dog.
Somehow I knew I was in trouble when I asked that question. I'm a ketchup guy and a hot dog. I know people that cringe at home, going, really, K-Mac?
If I'm a normal person, it's mustard.
I just don't like mustard. I can stomach it, kind of. All right, spinning around in the lane for the Bremerton Knights. The swirling one in is Dylan Lovestead. Showing some good footwork by Lovestead. Spins and scores. 4 points for Lovestead, unofficially for him.
Well, part of that mustard thing is I grew up in Europe, and they don't have steak sauce. You don't put steak sauce on your steak in Europe. You use mustard.
Anybody has any class here in Washington wouldn't do it either. If you have a good steak, you don't need steak sauce. Just say it. You can do what you like, or anybody can do what they like. The swooping in is Gus Hallberg who scores, who's coming to the game for Port Angeles. Almost everybody has scored for Port Angeles tonight. 70-43. Shout out to Mark Better Knights. Corralled in by Parib Sira. Long shot from the far baseline. Served up by Nathan Martinez. Pulled down the rebound by Hallberg. Got a whole new group on the floor. Left-handed fling up there by Reed Schmidt. Misses the mark. Little Raven Oliver. Somehow, as great as a running back he is for the Bremerton Knights, I think it's like a Roadhouse type thing. I thought he'd be bigger. But he's not. Doesn't matter. Great football player nonetheless. There's a long shot by Sarib. Off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled down. And then flung back up by Ezra Townsend as Ullin has emptied his bench. 70-43. 54.4 seconds to go. And we're going to talk to Isaiah Champ as our post-game interview as Port Angeles, has come into the left seat for Jim. And here's a high rainbow shot by Klega. Did not draw iron air ball. And some of the future players for the Rough Riders for next year are in the ball game now. There's almost a steal by Oliver. Sierra drives in, dumps it underneath. Nice pass on the play for Ezra Townsend, who scores. All they need now is Schmidt and Sierra to score. And everybody on the team has scored for Port Angeles tonight. No time to do it with 15 seconds to go here in the contest. 73-42. Klega skips a pass in and goes right by the 6'4" Travis Carter and out of bounds. They have a chuckle about it as they run back to the defensive end with 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, and this one is over. Stay tuned for the replay. Here's your scoring: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 28 points for Champ, 12 points for Nickerson, 12 points for Hope, 2 points for Hunter, 2 points for Townsend, 2 points for Denning, 5 points for Long, 2 for Hauberg, and 5 for Albach. For the Knights, 12 points for Bomer, 4 points for Dallin Anderson, 3 points for Pete, 6 for Brown, 11 points for Candango, 4 for Lovestead. Winds out the scoring. Thanks for listening to the ISBSports.com Game of the Week. We will see you Tuesday from Square.